Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans, and I'm so excited. Big announcement to make after I introduce my husband and podcast partner, Alan Evans.
A train in the house.
If you've been following Bama Rush on TikTok, I'm very excited that my number one pick, Kylan Darnell, got Zeta. Very exciting times.
ZTA?
Yeah. I never did sororities in college. I just didn't do sororities in college. I was invited to Rush 1 by a girl that I worked with, but I had dropped out of college and went back to college, so I was a little older than all the other girls. And then I found out that when you're wearing your sorority pin, you weren't allowed to wear jeans, and you had all these rules you had to follow. And I was like, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun, you know? But looking back now on all the Bama girls, and especially someone as just perfect as Kylan Darnell, who I believe is a pageant girl, and her big thing is, I hope you're having a great day, not just a good day. Have a great day, not just a good day. And she's just delightful, and she is sunshine on a plate, and I'm so happy she got Zeta. She's very excited. So anyway, Bama Rush, come and gone.
So she has bits.
Well, that's her bit. She just comes out every day. They do the outfit of the day, the OOTD, to let you know what they're wearing to different days of Rush. I need to go see how everybody else did I was following during Bama Rush. Last year, I followed a girl on Bama Rush. I can't remember her name, but she didn't even get picked by any house. And it was so sad. It was just not fair, but it's fun.
The only Rush I'm interested in is the Canadian power trio, alternative power trio, Rush.
Did you listen to a lot of Rush on your Iron Butt Challenge on the way back home?
No, I didn't. I listened to a lot of Apple's Happy Hour country mix, just over and over. A lot of Appetite for Destruction, over and over. And I kind of went between those two.
Yeah. Didn't listen to any of our podcasts to see.
No.
Not keeping you company on the road.
No. But what are you talking about? Iron Butt. We're going to get into that.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that.
Because last podcast, Alan was in Sturgis, South Dakota. Now, obviously, he's back home. And safely, thank the Lord. That's the most important part. But had a goal that you wanted to accomplish. Did he?
I don't know.
Did he?
We're going to talk about it, though.
If you follow him on social media, you already know the answer to that.
That's right. You got to follow me on the social media. We also have some follow-up correspondence. We asked a few questions, I think, last podcast. Our very best customers responded.
Good.
So I have some letters to go through.
Okay.
And then good, strong, dear, sweet, clean listener, it's back. And it's back in a big way. It's back in a huge way. We have two Dose. Kellie Claps Back.
Okay.
And there's a theme to these, and we're going to get into this.
Well, the theme is obviously I'm just mean and horrible. Isn't that the theme?
One was over the phone, 1,000 miles away. Kellie Clap Back in my ear. There was that one, and there was another, and we'll get into that.
I can't wait.
Yes.
Because you repeat the clapbacks just like it happened. Exactly.
I do them verbatim.
You don't change.
No, I do them verbatim.
You don't change the tone, inflection.
I do them verbatim. Hey, ZTA, back to this.
Zeta.
Yeah, I think my sister
was it Zeta?
What was Shanda? Because Shanda and my sister were the same thing.
I don't know.
I think.
Sounds like Zeta to me. I don't think they were Tri-Delt girls.
No.
I don't know a lot. I know there's Zetas, there's Tri-Delts. That's all I know.
When I was at Tech, the Zetas had the reputation for drinking the most beer.
Isn't there like a Pi Delta Kappa, Pi Kappa Delta, Pi something, Pi Epsilon?
I was in a fraternity.
Well, you were not.
Kappa Kega Brua.
Yeah. At Florence Christian School, back in the day when I was in high school in the 80s, we had sororities and fraternities in high school, which was kind of fun. It was great for, camaraderie. We just got assigned. You didn't have to try out. You just got assigned. And I was a Pi Beta. And we got our little T-shirts and stuff. And we'd have field days and fun stuff like that. But that was the extent of my sorority-ship. I wonder if they still do that at Florence Christian School. We'd have an initiation. It was so gross where the older kid, they would initiate the freshmen and they would smear like all these concoctions like cat food and stuff and oatmeal all over our face. Just weird stuff like that. Yeah.
Smelly.
It was bad. But it was fun.
Huh.
Fun.
Very interesting.
Except for the initiations. I don't like that. Where like people can die. Like when some of those initiations get out of hand.
Oh, make them drink until they pass
Die.
out?
Yeah. Alcohol poisoning and things like that. So we don't like that. But
Yeah.
I don't think Kylan Darnell would ever do anything like that. As a
Kylan
pageant
Darnell
girl.
looks very
Wholesome.
wholesome.
Very wholesome.
Very sweet. Very clean.
I love her.
How old
I
is
love
she?
her.
How old is she? ¿Cuántos
Well,
años
she's a
here?
freshman at college, so I would guess 18.
18 or 19?
Yeah. She's everything. If I could have a do-over in life, wouldn't it be nice to come back as somebody completely opposite of you? Now, would I change anything? No, because I'm where I'm supposed to be in life, doing what I'm supposed to do. I have a feeling, maybe. But if I could do it over as a pretty little blonde pageant girl, would I take a shot at that? Hell yes, I would.
You would?
Heck yeah.
Really?
Yes.
But
Just to see what that's like.
Would you still be really creamy? Or
Not
would you
if
want-
I was
or
a
would you-
pageant girl.
You'd
You
want
have to be tan. You have to be tan.
See,
to be a
she's real
pageant
tan.
girl.
Look how tan she is.
Yeah, she's really cute. Or I'd come back as, like a sexy Latina, like Jennifer Lopez. That would be awesome too. Anything completely opposite of me.
A Latina. Huh?
Why would I want to come back as myself? I want to do over in somebody else's skin, in somebody
Really?
else's experience. Yeah, but I can't. So we're just talking hypotheticals, but I would love that.
Okay. I'm pretty good with me.
Well, I'm sure you are.
Why aren't you good with you?
Like I'm just saying, if I could have a do-over to be something totally opposite, that would be really cool.
You can be whatever you want to be.
It's too late.
No.
I am what I am.
No, you can be
Is that what-
anything you want to be.
Is that what Popeye says?
I am.
I is what I is.
No,
I am what I am.
I
And
am what I am.
something. What is that? I am what I am.
I heard they canceled Popeye too.
Why do you get canceled?
Too much masculinity.
Oh, that's not true.
I'm serious.
That can't be it.
Too much. Yeah. He's always fighting and throwing olive oil around, carrying her.
Was he throwing?
Well,
all
he's
that?
carrying her around all the time. He's always
Because she was helpless. She was always a damsel in distress.
Yeah, right. He's always getting in fights with Brutus. And then what's up with Wimpy?
Brutus was a bully,
What's
right?
up with Wimpy? What's his story?
Wimpy? I remember like cheeseburgers a lot, right?
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. That was his bit.
Was it? I don't remember.
You don't remember this?
I don't remember that. I remember Wimpy like cheeseburgers or hamburgers. I remember.
Do you remember the Popeye movie that
with Robin Williams?
Robin Williams? I
Yeah.
must have seen that, babe, 1,000
and
times.
Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, because they played it on HBO in the summers. And golly, it was just on all the. Remember how HBO they only had a few movies?
They had like 3 movies.
Yeah.
One of them,
So they just repeat them all the time.
Victory,
Saw that one a
starring
million
Sylvester
times.
Stallone and Pele. That was a great movie. I saw it 500 times because, like Alan said, HBO literally had 3 movies they played over and over. Victory was one of them. I think it holds up pretty well. Grease 2 with Michelle Pfeiffer. And that's actually, somebody sent me a link. They're going to be showing that at like Alamo Draft House or something in a few weeks.
Haven't seen it.
I've never seen it on a big screen. I've only seen it with it's I want to be a cool rider, a cool rider, COOL
Yeah.
RIDER. You always like songs where people spell stuff for you.
Yeah,
That's cool.
this is the reason why I don't go see these things.
The other one that they played all the time was the pirate movie starring Christopher Atkins and what was her name?
Oh, that wasn't that one
Christy
lewd?
McNichol.
That one's lewd.
Very lewd, but I
Yes.
loved it. Pumping and blowing.
That's
yeah,
lewd.
I loved it.
That's lewd.
And it's Christy McNichol and Christopher Atkins, and it's it's a twist on the Pirates of Penzance, the Broadway musical. It is so fun, and those are the movies that I grew up watching because HBO.
Yeah.
That's what they had over and over. And you remember which one you said?
Did you have Skinamax?
No.
It always came through real fuzzy.
Yeah.
If you messed with the rabbit ears enough, though, you could
remember-
see some silhouettes.
I remember really late at night, on CBS, if I'm not mistaken, there was a show called Silk Stalkings.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was
Wait a minute. Is that the one with Rob Estes?
That sounds right.
Yeah, Rob Estes
and
was in
it
Silk
was
Stockings.
slightly too sexy for prime time. That's why it was on at late night, like after the regular programming in the news.
The only reason I remember that is that he was in Party of Five too. Remember, he was the oldest
He was on
guy in Party of Five.
he was also on Melrose Place.
And
He
Nev
was married to Josie Bassett on that.
Nev Campbell,
Nev Campbell was Party of Five.
Party
yeah.
of Five.
And also on Lincoln Lawyer.
Tell you what,
We finally finished that, y'all.
Kellie and I both agreed on this point. Nev Campbell is well maintained.
She looks great.
She looks really good.
She looks awesome.
How old is she? She's got to be. I mean, she's in her
gotta
40s for sure, right?
Late 40s, maybe.
Yeah.
She looks awesome. She's not coming back for the next Scream movie. They just finished filming it. Courtney Cox just did a little video on her Instagram, and she said they've already wrapped, and they couldn't come to a salary agreement. And so Nev Campbell, unless they're pulling a fast one on us to surprise us, she's not in the next Scream movie, but she is in Lincoln Lawyer. And everybody, Alan and I take forever to finish watching something. We finally finished watching Lincoln Lawyer, and we were both like, what the hell just happened? I had to get online and read what just happened because it took us so long to watch it. We were like, what does that mean? How did that happen?
Yeah.
How are they making that make sense?
I don't know.
How did he connect those dots? And everybody's telling us how great it is. We're like, that was so confusing.
It's okay.
They just wrapped it up and boom.
And judges
coming
don't,
back for season
and judges
2.
don't act like that.
Well, it is drama. I mean, if it was a regular real life courtroom, it'd be too boring.
It's not what Judge Penny would do. One of our assistant producers passed us a note that says Nev Campbell is 48.
See, late 40s. Yeah, she looks great.
She really does.
Looks great. So anyway, she's the ex-wife in Lincoln Lawyer.
Speaking of Judge Penny, did you hear that
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard's main lawyer resigned or quit or got fired or something? No longer part of the team.
It depends on which article you read.
Elaine,
yeah, that she, I think, was allowed. You know how they let you quit rather than say you're fired? That Amber was not happy with the way things were going, so she's brought in a couple of people.
Maybe you should just tell the truth.
She's actually hired the attorneys that represented, I want to say the New York Post. I don't have it in front of me, but they represented some publication who Sarah Palin was suing, and Sarah Palin lost. It was a free speech issue.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what Amber Heard has hired them. And that Rottenborn, he's still on the case.
I thought Rottenborn, he stepped down too.
He's still, from what I read in the article today. Now, Rottenborn was still part of her team as of what I read, but I haven't done a follow-up.
You're correct, Mr. Rotten.
So I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. She ain't letting it go, man. She ain't letting it go.
Whatever.
But
well, okay. We got some letters to get to, but why don't you do a little bit of this?
I will.
And then we'll do a little bit of that.
Okay, this and that. Now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Now, I saw Alan out in the garage all day today, literally all day today, taking meticulous care of his motorcycle. You would think this would be the only motorcycle that Alan is going to own for his entire life. And you care for it like that, picking little bug guts out, making sure it's in tip-top shape at all times. And here's the thing. Alan's got more than one motorcycle. He shows his motorcycle that much love.
My livelihood depends on it.
But here's the thing. You'll have more than one motorcycle in your life, Alan, but you only have one brain.
That's true.
Why don't you show your brain that much love and care and maintenance? And that's how our brains work, right? You can. It's important to invest time and care into keeping your brain healthy. And there are lots of ways to do that. You can learn a new language. You can take power naps. You can work crossword puzzles. That's what I love to do. Or there's also BetterHelp Online Therapy. We love therapy in this household. I'll tell you what, we'll therapy in a heartbeat because we know the benefits of getting an outside opinion, putting things into perspective, learning how to deal with everyday stressors that you might not even realize. You might think, man, I'm so depressed. Or you might realize you're just dealing with burnout. That's where BetterHelp can help. It's online therapy offering video, phone, even live chat-only therapy sessions. You don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. If you're being shy like that, that's fine. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. And with BetterHelp, BetterHelp, you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
And our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/sandwich. That's better, HELP.com/sandwich.
Alan, really quick before you get to your letters, we're recording this podcast on Monday, and I do Mondays with Mama. And Mama told me in the car, she said, they had Cap'n Crunch on sale for 99 cents. I said, Mama, you did not buy Cap'n Crunch. You didn't, because it'll tear up your mouth. She said, that's exactly what happened. It tore her mouth up, right? Cap'n Crunch.
Mm-hmm.
You ever eat it where it tears your mouth up?
I'm not a big cereal eater.
Well, Cap'n Crunch will tear your mouth up. And she's like, why did I do this to myself? So she gave me her Cap'n Crunch to bring home so we can tear up our children's mouths. And she was even asking me, why did they keep making this cereal? Because I guess we love it that much. But let me tell you, in the world of cereal, there's about to be a game changer. I just saw this late breaking news. Snoop Dogg is coming out with his own cereal.
Oh, come on.
It's called Snoop Loops.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Master P announced it on his Instagram.
Snoop Loops?
More corn, more flavor, and more marshmallows. That's what separated us from the rest. If you like Fruit Loops, you will love Snoop Loops.
I'm gonna buy a box just to.
No word on when it's going to be ready.
Yeah, I'll try a box.
But it's like Fruit Loops, but with marshmallows, and apparently a lot of them.
How about that?
Snoop Dogg sells a lot of stuff. He's got his own line of weed. He's got his own wine. We see his wine at Costco.
He was at Sturgis.
Yep.
He was at the Buffalo Chip.
So the minute Snoop Loops hits the shelves, we got to try it.
Might try it.
It's just so fun to say.
I'll try it.
Anyway, that's late breaking news. I thought I'd share with everybody.
I want to learn the little dance he does. Remember the one he did at the Super Bowl?
That's it's called something.
I want to learn. I just want to learn one dance.
It's called something.
Because I don't really know any
the
dance.
Crip Walk? I think it's called the Crip Walk.
It's called the Crip Walk?
I think that's right.
Nice. I want to learn the Crip Walk. Okay, here is a few follow-up letters. We went into some of the T-shirts that I saw up in Sturgis.
Yeah, you didn't really go into a lot of them.
No, I mean...
Was it Pick and Slim this year?
No, it wasn't. But as the week went on, I found some others. One that I thought, I think I might have sent this to you, and you didn't respond, or maybe you did respond. I never dreamed I'd grow up to be an asshole, but here I am killing it.
Just say a-hole. Just say a-hole so we don't have to put a disclaimer on the podcast. Why would you do that?
I sent this one to Cole.
I hope not that one.
No, this is relatively clean. It's a muscle shirt. It says, I flexed and the sleeves fell off.
Yeah, that's pretty cute. I've seen that.
Yeah, that was pretty cute. That wasn't very dirty. Couple others, maybe.
You think you'd have them pulled up and ready to go.
On a Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast.
Nope, he's literally scrolling through his photos right now.
I shaved my balls for this.
Yeah.
And then there was the female version.
I shaved my legs for this,
No.
which is supposed to be. Well, you
No.
don't need to fill in the blank then if it's not that. Yeah, I shaved my legs for this is actually a famous country song. Did I shave my legs for this? Something like that.
Well, the reason I bring those up is
Was that
because
something
one
corny?
of the shirts that I saw was I Feel a Good One Coming On, remember? And we were
Yeah, I
like, is it
didn't really-
lewd? Is he trying to be lewd? What does it mean?
Yeah.
Here's what it means. First letter is from Casey. Subject, Sturgis Sayings. Hello, Kellie and Allen.
Hello.
I was just listening to Sturgis 2.0. The saying from Sturgis, I Feel a Good One Coming On, is a song by Blackberry Smoke. They're a country rock band that my husband loves. You'll have to check them out.
Blackberry Smoke.
It's a song. It's
All
not
right.
lewd. It doesn't have to be lewd. It doesn't have to be vulgar.
We haven't heard the song. It could be.
It could be. Like Dick Down in Dallas. Remember the time we played that?
Yeah, it was really, really very vulgar. Extremely vulgar. One of the most vulgar songs I've ever heard.
Oh, man. This next letter is from Jeffrey. Subject, irritation in the groin.
What is going on?
Well, remember last time I said I
Shaving balls and now
had...
this?
No. Remember
What?
last time I said I had jock itch?
I told you monkey butt would fix that. Does he agree
Well,
with
I didn't
me?
exactly have any monkey butt up there. Jeffrey says, I work in landscaping and riding mowers for hours on end, and I understand the irritation that can occur?
Occur?
Why can't I say that? Occur from sweat in the groin area. What I do that works every time is as soon as you can take a shower and then apply Gold Bond medicated powder to the area. And then the most important thing is to sleep with no underwear on.
Let it breathe.
Or just shorts or nude if you like. Let's let the area dry out and ventilate, which also cures it for me.
There you go.
Hope it helps. I call it having the raw ass. Yeah, I've heard it called the raw ass.
Monkey butt.
The swamp ass. The swass. They call it swamp ass, swass.
How many times can you say the A word?
Ass?
Again, we're going to have to put it. This is an explicit podcast.
This next letter is from, this one is really neat. Check this out, babe. This next letter is from Deanne. Subject, Sturgis sighting in Romania. Kellie and Allen, I was getting off a plane that had flown from Istanbul to Bucharest on Tuesday.
Wow, random.
Unbelievable. And a man a few rows in front of me had on a Sturgis, South Dakota shirt that I can only assume is from the same ride in which Allen participates. I'm sure the community of motorcycle riders is larger than I imagine in my head, but I almost wanted to stop and ask him if he knew A-Train. Wow. Sometimes you see the craziest, unexpected things halfway around the world. I also met a lovely Italian man in Moldova who runs a hostel there. And within 5 minutes of our conversation, he made a Fauci joke. Wonder why he would do that.
I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, I have no idea why he would do that. Okay. All the best. I just could not tell y'all, not tell y'all about that t-shirt. Elizabeth.
Very cool, Elizabeth.
From where was she?
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Are you back?
Good.
Are you listening from there? You can hear our podcast around the world, I would imagine, right?
The first night I was there in Sturgis, we went out. It was the only night I drank, and I drank way too much. But
that was the first night Jeff got there?
That was the first night Jeff got there. But the rest of the week, I didn't have anything.
Yeah, because you had to drive.
I know, which was great. But we're sitting there on the sidewalk after having drinks, and they have the street.
Blocked off?
No, they have the street.
Performers? Food trucks?
Food trucks,
okay.
yeah. That serve the greasiest, nastiest Philly cheesesteaks, mac and cheese, pizza.
Whatever smells good to drunk people.
Right. So I decided it would be a good idea to have a cheesesteak at like 1:30 in the morning with fries.
Oh, my.
And as I'm sitting there, these two guys walk up and they're talking in an accent that I don't recognize. So I just start talking in Australian. So I'm like, "G'day, mate." And turns out they were from Serbia.
Oh.
They had come to Sturgis from Serbia.
Wow.
And I kept asking them, and they weren't getting the joke. I said, "You guys ride over here?"
They didn't think that was funny?
They didn't understand my joke. And
yeah.
there's an ocean in between us.
Right.
So
Maybe they did get it, and they were just like, "That's not funny, haha."
Yeah.
It's just funny.
They were really nice guys.
Yeah.
And they were...
what do? They rent bikes when they got here?
I don't know, babe. They were just very enthusiastic. They had all the gear on, the vest, the chaps, the patches. It didn't look like it was their first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're from Serbia.
Very cool.
Isn't that cool?
Motorcycles bring everybody together.
They do. And on the way up there, Patrick and Mike and Jeff he was flying in. So it was just me, Patrick, and Mike. We decided to go to a Waffle House. I don't know why we decided to do that, but
You were hungry?
we
and
were,
it was there.
but Waffle House? I was like, really,
Oh,
guys?
yeah.
Waffle House?
It's part of Americana.
Oh, baby.
I haven't been to a Waffle House in a long time, but what's wrong with it?
Well, everything you touch is greasy.
Yeah.
Like the countertop, the utensils.
It's because they're cooking right there where you're eating.
I know. The water glass, it's all greasy. Anyway, it was actually pretty good.
Right.
But,
Get back to my question. What's wrong with it?
But Patrick was in the Army. Mike Silva, he was in the Army. And Army guys, there's a lot of guy talk, okay? We talk like guys. There's a lot of, how shall I say?
Talk about poop.
Talk about poop.
Yeah.
And the two guys were telling me, they said, Alan, ever since, we've been I never had stomach problems before, is what they're telling me. Both of them. They said, when I got in the Army, I started having bad stomach problems. I'm like, well, why would that be? And they're like, I don't know. I think it's some the medicine they gave us, the water we were drinking, in different places. And ever since we both got out of the Army,
Never been the same.
Never been the same. They said sometimes they are driving and they actually have to stop the truck, get out of the truck, and do it on the side of the road.
I'm sure they love that you shared that on the podcast.
And I am dying laughing at them.
Sure, they love that.
They said, we have no problem pulling over.
Well, they were in the military. They
Right.
probably had to do a lot of things in the field of duty.
Right. Duty.
Field of duty.
So they relayed this story to me. I think not long after I was getting ready to get back on the bike, but I talked to Kellie and I was catching up with her. And I was so excited to talk to Kellie
About the poopies?
just to hear your voice.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm happy-go-lucky AE, calling my wife. Hey, babe, what's going on? Yeah, we just had Waffle House.
What'd you have?
Well, and the guys, I can't even remember. It was some kind of melt, and the guys were telling me these stories about how they have really bad problems because of the military.
Right.
That's AE. That's happy-go-lucky AE.
Their gastrointestinal problems.
Right.
Distress.
Right. Kellie, no. How could that be? I'm like, babe, I don't know. They told me it's the water they had, the medicine they had, the food they ate. They said they have really bad shitting problems to this day. Kellie, I don't believe that. You weren't in the military and you have shitting problems.
Okay. Listen, stop with the language, Alan. That's not how it went down. First of all, you paraphrase things because you say I'm going to write it down later, but that's not how it came out.
That's exactly
Please stop cussing.
that's exactly how
But I'm
it came
asking
out.
you to please stop cussing on this podcast. I said
It's not going to be the last
because I was
cuss word.
sitting here thinking exactly what he was about to say, but I said, well, you were never in the military, so what is your excuse? See, that would be what I said. Y'all know that's how I speak. I wouldn't say what Alan said.
That is exactly
It is not exactly
what you
because
said.
you did not take out pen and paper in that very
How do you
moment
know?
and write it down
I had
because
my
I didn't
notes.
say that.
I had my notes.
Because I didn't say that.
I
I
can't,
said you weren't in the military, so what's your excuse?
I can't believe you're lying to our podcast audience. Telling a fib.
I am not telling a fib. That's how I remember it happening.
So that was Kellie Clap Back number 1. Kellie Clap Back number 2 happened when I
cleaned it up.
got home. I was very, very excited to see my wife and talk to my wife, and I was collecting all this information that I need to submit to the Iron Butt Association.
Which you still need to explain that, yeah.
Yeah, I will. But I'm collecting all my information. Kellie's in the living room. I'm in the living room, and I've got all my papers on the ottoman, and I'm drinking a bunch of Pepsis, just which makes me every once in a while. So I did one on accident. I really was trying to hold it in, but I was like, and I'm like, man. So I caught myself. I'm like, man, what have I been in a motorcycle rally all week? Kellie.
It wasn't just the burping, people. It wasn't just the burping, if
Kellie.
Alan's going to be honest.
Well, it sure sounds and smells like it.
Yeah. Sure sounds and smells like it. Because it wasn't just the burping, everybody.
So those are
That's my 2 clapbacks.
those are Kellie's clapbacks.
I will own up to the second one.
You need to own up to the first one because that's
'Cause
exactly
that's
what
not
you
exactly
said.
what I said.
And Patrick and Mike they could care less about me saying that they have pooping problems. Really, they could really care less.
I'm going to find out.
Ask them.
I will.
Ask them about their pooping
I
problems.
will.
So about midweek, Patrick starts asking me. He's like, "Dude, what are you doing? Are you riding back with me in the truck, or are you going to ride your bike back?" And he said, no rush, but I just kind of need to know because I'm going to start packing the trailer, and I'm going to be hauling the Jeep back. I'm going to be hauling some Jack Daniel's barrels back. I got a lot of stuff to put on the trailer.
Got to logistically make sure he can get the motorcycle in there.
Exactly. And there's a weight limit on the trailer too. So there's only so much he could pull on the trailer.
How much is your motorcycle?
How much does it weigh? Fully loaded with me on it, about 1,000 pounds, but 900 pounds, 850, 900 pounds. So I told Patrick, I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt to get the Iron Butt 1000 certification. And what that means is you have to ride your bike more than 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours.
Right.
So that's the challenge. And it's not just something like you say you do. You have to document your trip. You have to take pictures of your receipt next to your odometer, from at the gas station. You have to keep a log, and then you have to submit all this to an organization called the Iron Butt organization, ironbutt.org, if you want to check them out. So I told him, yeah, I'm going to attempt to do it. So that's what I did. I left, when did we leave? Friday morning? Saturday morning.
Saturday.
We left Saturday morning. I left about an hour before the guys did, but I left at about 8 a.m. and just started riding and riding and riding. And I got all the way to Oklahoma City the first day, and that was about 880 miles. And I stayed the night.
But what time did you get in?
Kellie made a hotel reservation for me in Oklahoma City. I got in at 12:07 a.m.
I told him, I said, he's going to be getting in really late, but I have no idea how late.
So I went from 8 a.m. to 12:07 a.m. the first day, whatever that shakes out to. That's 8, 12, 16 hours.
You were coming from Mountain Time to Central, right?
Yeah, so in the saddle, it was 15 hours. Yeah, 15 hours. So I got 880 miles in, so I needed 110 the next day before 9 a.m. Central Time. So all I had to do was get up at 5:30, get on the bike by 6 or 6:30, and get in 110 miles before 9 a.m. And that was, compared to the first day, that was pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. I went from Oklahoma City, and once I got to Valley View, Texas, I had a little padding. It was like 120 miles. So I had done it. I had gone over 1,000 miles, and I thought maybe I should try to go for Denton, get to Denton, just to say I did even more. But then I got nervous thinking, well,
what if you miss the time?
What if I miss my time? And then all this is a big waste. So I just pulled over in Valley View, Texas, went to a gas station, topped off the tank, took a picture, and I had done it. 1,019 miles in 23 hours in like 30 minutes.
That's great. So I was really happy because the last text we got from you was something like, just ran into construction. I'm like, oh, crap. Wouldn't that be horrible? You get that close, and then there's construction shutting everything down, like what I faced when I drove into work this morning. Whew.
Was there a lot of traffic when you went
They
into
had
work?
shut down the exit ramp, and I had to go all the way around. So I ran a little late for work this morning, but it happens.
Well, anyway, I'm still kind of recovering. I got home and I was so sleepy. I just went upstairs and took about a 2-hour nap.
Well, we went for breakfast first. Then
Yeah,
you came
we went to
home.
IHOP to celebrate.
I don't know how long you slept because I left, but I
2 or
don't
3
know.
hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did it. So I am collecting all my receipts and everything. I'm going to send them to the Iron Butt Association. You may say, well, what do you get, Alan? You get a patch, you get a certificate, and you get a pin.
There you go.
That's all you get.
Frame that certificate and put it in your garage.
But to say you did it, it's like really hard to do. I mean,
Well, Alan said there's one that you could even do 1,500 miles in 24 hours. I said, that's a death wish.
I don't see how you do that.
I don't know how you do that. You'd be sleep deprived. That's so dangerous. That goes against everything you're taught in motorcycle safety.
The one I did,
You were pushing the limit at 1,000.
the one I did was the easiest one to do. And
leave it at that.
Like Kellie said, there's a 1,500 for 24 hours. There's a 1,500 for 36 hours. There's a Texas perimeter in 70 hours. You basically ride the perimeter of Texas and hit all these towns in 70 hours. There's a 48 states in 10 days. There's a Key West to Prudhoe, Alaska, which I think is at the very tip of Alaska. Can you imagine?
No.
Oh.
No.
So anyway, there apparently in the motorcycle community, there are a lot of people who like to do long distance riding. It's a challenge because it's hard, but I don't think I'm going to make a steady diet of that.
No.
I just did it just because it was on the way home,
But back to Sturgis next year?
They invited us. Jack Daniels invited us.
But you're not really going to do the Iron Butt again, right?
I'll never say never.
But why would you do it again?
But here's what I told Patrick. I was brainstorming. I said, dude, you know how you do Rock for the Troops? An annual Rock for the Troops? Annual Ride for the Troops, man. Let's get a group of riders together and as a group raise money for the charity. And he said, yeah, I'm on board. He said, the hard part is lodging up there. It's hard to find a place to stay.
Yep.
So what do we do about that? But we're just brainstorming right now, but he was open to it. And how fun would that be to take a group of people and raise money for the charity?
It would be, but y'all would have to get your lodging well in advance.
Yeah, totally. But Jeff had a good time up there too. He loved Deadwood and going outside of Sturgis the most.
And Mount Rushmore.
He liked Mount Rushmore. And, I think people, they have a preconceived notion of Sturgis because, I share these raunchy T-shirts and the people watching and everything. There's more to Sturgis than just the strip there that has the vendors and the motorcycles going up and down the strip. There's Deadwood, there's Keystone, there's Devil's Tower, there's the Spearfish Canyon, there's skiing up there in Spearfish Canyon, there's ATV riding, there's just so much to do in that area. You're close to Montana, you're close to Wyoming, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful countryside. But I think Jeff had a good time. He was surprised that he had as good a time as he had, I think.
Good, I'm glad.
So anyway, that wraps up Sturgis 2022.
And they'll do it again in 2023, and we'll do a couple more podcasts about it then. But you got to wait a year. Got to wait a year, people.
Yep. All right, babe. Well, you clap back at me twice. Well, it sounds and smells like it. I don't believe that. You weren't in the military, and you have a problem.
I don't think I said it that way, but we'll just agree to disagree on that.
Podcast listener, who do you think has a better memory, me or Kelly?
Yeah, but I think they also know the way I speak.
They should hear the way you speak, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Welcome home, honey. Welcome home.
All right, babe. Well, you got anything else?
No, I just want to say once again, congratulations, Kylan Darnell, for making Zeta. I know you're going to do that sorority proud. They are lucky to have you, you little shining light. Follow Kylan Darnell on TikTok. It's Kylan_Darnell for all of you. Kylan. She's so cute. She's got all these little people sending her clothes and stuff. And anyway, just to bring a little light into your TikTok feed.
It's kind of Britney Spears light.
Maybe early Britney, yeah. Maybe so.
Very young and perky.
I know. Everything I wish I had been.
Look, she's very perky, very peppy.
Anyway.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
We love y'all.
I love the...
I'll keep y'all posted on to Snoop Loops, too.
Yeah, I want...
The minute that comes across the store shelves, I will let you know.
I love Snoop Loops desperately. And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.